Hi, I'm Donnie. I'm in Quezon City. Sa mga taga-UP High diha, enjoy the best days of your life.
Elda Kadampog Tutut, Cebu City.
Hi everyone, my name is Pithik from Indonesia, Cebu. My message to future Europeans is to follow your goals, keep the faith, and never give up. Have a nice day.
Hi, I'm Rama from Batch 97.
Hi, I am Jesse. I am from Batch 1997 and I am passionate about social development work. Today, I remain involved in community development programs led by non-profit organizations. As a scholar ng bayan, UP taught me that I have a larger purpose in society.
Hi, I'm Joanna Harina from Cebu City.
Mayang adlaw, Joseph Martin from Batch 97 sa UP High. Pinakalingaw!
Hi, my name is Luna Liza Kanya Andres from Batch 97. My UP High School experience gave me the confidence to rise above the challenges of studying, working, and living abroad. So daghang salamat, UP.
Hi, my name is Mary Lita Domingo Reynolds, and I'm here in Texas. My experience as a scholar ng bayan has brought me passion and drive to pursue my dreams and goals without any hesitation and not looking back.
Hello everyone, I'm Michelle Batch 97 from Cebu City.
Hi, I'm Panfilo Hizola, and I'm from Batch 97. I work as a financial consultant here in Ernst & Young in sunny but windy Sydney. Best gift from my alma mater, it taught me how to be resilient so that wherever I may go, whatever crisis we face, we Europeans, we survive, we persist, and we thrive.
I'm Dr. Rana Cristina Bumatay de Leon, an OBGYN from Cebu.
Hi, I'm Rona J. Juan of Batch 97 from Mandawi City.
Maayong adlaw, I am Cheryl Manya Veracruz from Winnipeg, Manitoba. I am working as a cognitive teacher in a special education school and a part-time math tutor with Prodigy Education. My alma mater has taught me how to be inquisitive, resilient, and innovative. With those, we Europeans, we thrive.
Hi, I'm Second Lieutenant Valentino Cruz III, Nurse Corps, Armed Forces of the Philippines, from UP High Batch 97. My UP High experience was quite a roller coaster ride, but it has taught me how to face the challenges of the real world and nurtured my love for country.
Marty Cabumas from Alberta, Leyte, and nurse entrepreneur.
Hi, my name is Ramel Malino, and my UP education is my visa to my dreams and to the world. That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow.
High Goal, Libot Suroy. Bisag asa maabot, kita gihapon ang mag-abot.
Hey guys, it's Alex Avalos II here in the beautiful island of Bohol, Philippines.
I'm Olive Grace Pakain Hebron from Cebu City, Philippines.
Sheila Marie Matagina, Cebu, Philippines.
Irish Rayman, London, Ontario, Canada.
J. Cronales, Cebu City.
Zerwin Reyes Sabando, Hong Kong.
Marco Alberta, Arizona.
Aljan Arsal, Dex Maiden, Belgium.
Maria Cristina Lavaras, Cebu City.
Rainy Mary Ramos, Bacoor, Cavite.
Nanette Gabriel, Singapore.
Jarlis Alveza, Batch 2000, Glendale, Arizona.
Aisitanza, Lapu-Lapu City.
Ibang Delarido, Cebu, Philippines.
Jubilee, Cebu City, Philippines.
Ako si April Maratas, taga Cebu City.
Sugar Trinidad Sablo, Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
UP High Class of 2000.
From Batch 2018. I'm a student nurse and always a member. Vaccines work.
Hi, I'm Angela Rubio from Class of 2018. The companionship and perseverance I have experienced in UPI have helped me in college years and also in my social life.
Hi there, my name is Joe of Class 2018 and I'm currently living in Cebu City. I am an aspiring visual communicator and a transmedia designer.
I'm Regine Ruth Rojas of Class 2018, currently living in Los Baños, Laguna. I'm studying BS Nutrition in UPLB.
Hi everyone, I'm Maria Beltran of Class 2018. Currently, I am a fourth-year apprentice in the National Institute of Physics Instrumentation Laboratory.
Hi, I'm Mikey from Class 2018, currently residing in Cebu. As an aspiring agriculturist and biochemist, I am passionate for farmers and workers' rights and scientific innovations in our country's agri-food sector.
Hi, I'm Micaela D. Celerio of Class 2018 and I'm currently studying BS in Accountancy at UP Desires Iloilo City.
Hi, I'm Christian Dogandan of Class 2018. I am currently living here in Cebu City. I am studying BS Computer Science in UP Cebu.
Hi, I'm Asel Nancy Healer of Batch 2018 and I'm currently a BS Computer Engineering student of UP Electrical and Electronics Engineering Institute.
Hi, I am Neil Joshua of Class 2018. Currently, I am a senior electrical engineering student at UPLB Department of Electrical Engineering.
Hi, I'm Rhoda Parvan, currently residing here in Cebu City, a fourth-year BS Mathematics student of the Institute of Math, UP Diliman.
Hi, I'm Danica Jade from Class 2018, a fourth-year student studying education, major in English in GSC. I'm currently residing in Bustay, Cebu City.
I am Dana from Class 2018 and currently residing in Cebu City, Cebu City. And I am a future hotelier.
Hi, I'm Bern Canedo from Class 2018. I'm currently a fourth-year BA Psychology student from the University of the Philippines, Cebu. I'm currently your Vice Chairperson of the University Student Council.
What's going on? Hi, everyone. My name is Jiggy Jr. Are we live already? Are we? Yes? Thank you so much for watching TunobTV. I'm your host. My name is Jiggy Jr. And before anything else, I'd like everyone watching this episode to please share this video link, okay? Please tell everybody about what is happening right now because we have a very exciting episode today. But before we get to that, I'd like to introduce to you my co-host for tonight, my good friend, my buddy, Mr. Nimrod Quiñones.
Yeah, hey. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Jiggy, my fraternity brother, fellow Tunober from UP High School. Let's not mention our batches because it will be obvious that you're a bit older than me.
Actually, Nimrod, I was able to locate my UP uniform. If you notice, UP Polo ko, kaya that's how freshly that's how fresh my graduation was not too long ago. So my UP uniform is still in my cabinet, in my wardrobe, so to speak. So, so in terms of how old we are, obviously I'm not that old because I still have my UP High School uniform.
That's right. I had my UP High School uniform, but it was a bit too big for me, so I must have lost a lot of weight. Anyway, Jigs, before we continue, we'd like to introduce the other hosts of TunobTV. So this is a monthly thing every first Friday of the month.
Correct.
And we have several alumni who are helping us run TunobTV. So let's have the video.
Please roll.
My name is Maite Marquez of Aniya ko karon to be a host at TunobTV. Kick out ko sa batch 93. Sige lang, bisag nag-kick out. Tuon hapon. I finished mass communication and majored in broadcast media. I finished my master's in psychology, my master's in guidance and counseling. I also studied in Namso University, South Korea for my addiction studies. I'm international credentialed recovery specialist and I have a Juris Doctor in law. So what's been keeping me busy after high school? Well, you know what? I have a TV show, an Island Living channel. It's called The Maite Show. It's been running for 13 years. And one thing that does give me pride is I'm the president of Drug Free World Foundation. In Drug Free World, we train students, teachers, stakeholders, and even the police how to teach other people and educate them on the ills of drugs and how to avoid drug addiction. So I'm really, really happy about that. My dad said, if you just stay on this earth, you have to do something worthwhile. Otherwise, all you would have done is occupy space. So,
good day, everyone. My name is John Mark Wong. I'm a Tunober from batch 29. I'm a BS Electronics Engineering student in UP Balamban, and I hope to be part of the team that launched the Cube satellites Maya 3 and Maya 4 last August 29. This program is currently housed in my institute.
Hi everyone, I am Bea Orias from UP High School Cebu batch 2020. Throughout my 6-year journey in UP High School Cebu, I've been constantly tapped as an MC and as a host in many different events in my high school. I also used to be the radio anchor of our radio broadcasting team, UP Tambuli, and we have been competing in several competitions. And during the first year of me competing as a radio anchor, I immediately bagged a second place award in being the best anchor versus lots of different schools. So right now, I am currently a BS Psychology student at the University of San Carlos, and I can say that I am still continuing my passion in terms of talking, hosting, MCing, because I am still tapped as one of the MCs or hosts in the events in my university.
Hay, bisag asa mo abot, kita ra gyapon mag-abot dire.
Bisan asa maabot, kita ra gihapon mag-abot diri sa
Bisag asa maabot, kita ra gihapon mag-abot diri sa
Bisan asa maabot, kita ra gihapon mag-abot dinhi sa
Bisan asa maabot, kita ra gihapon mag-abot diri sa
Bisan asa maabot, kita ra gihapon ang mag-abot diri sa
Bisan asa mag-abot, kita ra gyapon mag-abot diri sa
Bisag asa mo abot, kita ra gihapon mag-abot diri.
Bisan asa maabot, kita ra gihapon mag-abot diri sa
Tunob TV.
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 Bisan asa maabot, kita ra gihapon mag-abot diri sa Tunob TV.
That's right. Tunob TV, the fastest rising viral video to hit the internet. Right, Nimrod?
Well, definitely, bisan asa maabot, kita ra gyapon mag-abot. Because tonight's show is actually about people who we met back in high school. Although I already graduated from high school by the time some of you guys were there, but I stayed on as your tactical officer for CAT. So
yes.
Met all of you while you were in high school.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, a reminder to all those
yeah.
watching this, before anything else, Nimrod, we'd like to remind everybody to please share this video. We'd like everybody to be aware that we have a big event happening next year. Right? That's why we are doing this, to increase the awareness of what is happening with us, UP High School alumni. Right, Nimrod?
Yes, that's right, Jiggy. And for tonight's episode, we're going to talk about entrepreneurship. We have UP High School products who have done very well as entrepreneurs, who have done very well in business. But then, while they probably have their own secrets as to how they succeeded in business, there is one lingering question that we'd like to ask them. What were the lessons that they learned in high school that they are able to use now as entrepreneurs? Right, Jiggy?
Yeah, absolutely. Mona sa atong gipangita, we'd like to ask you guys to share to us what your secrets are and what you learned as well in UP High School. Now, these guests of ours are not the only two successful entrepreneurs, but these are the ones that we know, right? So they are from two different fields, right?
Two different fields. One is in the food business. The other one is into building a lot of structures, not only in Cebu, but also all over the country. As I think he has projects in in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So that's something to look forward to for tonight's episode.
And it would not be too much of a stretch to say that these two guests of ours are one of the, if not the most successful people in their respective fields. It would not be an exaggeration at all, right?
Well, it's like having their brands being the way we call their products.
Yes.
Like you don't just say Liempo, you say Balamban Liempo, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And that gives you an idea on who our guest would be.
Yes,
or
of
when
course.
you talk of architectural firms, you say ArchiGlobal.
Yes, absolutely as well. These are the top names of their respective fields. Shall I go on and talk to Jojo now, Nimrod? Is that okay with you?
Yes. Okay, Jiggy. So I'll have you and Jojo talk for a while while I prepare for our next guest.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure at one point you've tried his products. This is the market leader. His brand is the market leader when it comes to Liempo. I think these guys invented the Liempo. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between watching this show, it's Mr. Jojo Vergara, the man behind Balamban Liempo.
Hey, Jiggy!
Make some noise!
Tunobers! It's a pleasure to speak before you, and I'm excited. The only problem I have is I only have 10 minutes to talk, right, Jiggy?
Yeah, man, we could talk all day. I remember we had a conversation a long time ago. I know, right? Anyway, Jojo, let's get down to it because we only have 10 minutes to talk, right?
All right.
Jojo, your brand has become omnipresent. It's just everywhere. Geez, Balamban Liempo is the market leader in liempos. In fact, I think you guys invented the genre, the liempo. And, you know, I mean, I'm sure the liempo has been around here longer than you, but in terms of bottling the product, the liempo, you did that, right? What made you decide, Jojo, to get into Balamban Liempo and make it into a business? What happened?
Well, first it was just a childhood dream. I always wanted to be a businessman. Okay. My grandfather was a businessman. Unfortunately, he didn't deal with his business too well, so he ended up bankrupt.
Okay.
And left us with so much debt growing up.
Okay.
So, but I kind of felt like I had this drive inside me that I really wanted to succeed in business.
Yeah.
So when the opportunity came 2009. I was 15 years in the corporate world selling all kinds of stuff. I was a salesman. So it's very easy to transfer your skills from one product to another product. And my wife, being a chef and who developed the product, is also from Balamban, told me, why don't we start our business? And we started right in the garage of my father. And it's been 12 years. And I'm glad to say that we were able to win 3 consecutive awards, the best liempo of Cebu from 2018, 2019, and 2020. So thank you for all our supporters out there, including all our Tunobers as well. Thank you, Jiggy.
You know what? You being in the corporate world, you mentioned it for 15 years. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
From what I understand, you learned a lot from being in the corporate world and used that knowledge to open Balamban Liempo, right? Maybe you can give us an idea, because I know a lot of Tunobers out there, a lot of people watching this interview who are themselves employed, but would like to, you know, like you, because they idolize you, they'd like to make the jump from being a corporate, you know, executive to an entrepreneur. How did you do it? How did you transition, Jojo, from being an employee of a company to becoming an entrepreneur?
Well, first you have to identify opportunities. The opportunity was I was already in a certain position in sales, and I was working across different parts of the Philippines.
Okay.
And my wife just finished her culinary arts program.
Okay.
And the need was also there. My dad was diagnosed with cancer that year in 2009, and I had to support all his medical bills, and financially I had some pressure. So I asked my wife, why don't we start a business? And that's how it started. You know, just one product. You need to have a good product. So my wife, being from Balamban, there are a lot of liempos in Balamban, but we were inspired introducing this unique product where the liempo is put with a lot of herbs and spices. You need to have competitive difference with all the other liempos out there. So that's how we started, and we're glad to say that we did the right thing. Of course, it would take also a lot of drive and courage to be able to step out of the boat, so to speak. Because, you know, when you're in the corporate world, you're comfortable. You have a weekly salary or monthly salary. Then you have cars or benefits. But you have to take that step where a lot of people will have a hard time. And then you also have to have all the special, the skills, the attitude that never say die. Because when the moment you become an entrepreneur and you realize that it's even harder than you thought it would be, then there's no other choice. I already burned my bridges, so I have no other choice but to succeed.
Wow. By grabe, so you mentioned earlier, you mentioned your business, your father's business went bankrupt, plus he got cancer. So grabe kay kag mga adversity nga na face by banya. You know, we are in the middle of one of the greatest adversities of our generation, right? It is our World War I and World War II combined, the pandemic. So you must know a thing or two about resilience, about grit, about how you were able to surmount all those great challenges in your life. But maybe you can give us a sneak peek into your brain. What was the thought process like? If it were me, if we're an ordinary person, I would have given up already.
Well, yes, Jiggy, last July, we celebrated our 12th year anniversary. And our logo or our theme for this year is BL or Balamban Liempo Strong.
Okay.
Strong is an acronym that stands for, and I believe these are the things I'd like to share, especially in high school, because I learned all this in high school. First, strong stands for S is smart. So being smart. Of course, when you're a UP graduate, everybody is smart. Okay.
They think we are.
There's one thing that I'd like to share with regards to being smart. It's about that continuous learning, that ability to absorb new knowledge, that ability to identify an opportunity and roll with it. So that continuous learning we learned way back in high school. I mean, who would not remember the sayings of Miss Carmen Bunagan in literature class, right? Remember, she said, it matters not how straight the gate or how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate and the captain of my soul. Remember that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's about strength. It's about learning new things. So secondly, T stands for being tough.
Okay.
Now, being tough, I learned that in high school, especially with your co-host right there, Mr. Nimrod Quiñones.
Tough as nails.
When we were in CIT and he would make us do squat thrusts in the middle of the day and make us run around. And I had
Nimrod.
I had to carry my buddy's rifle, Jude Bacalso's rifle, all over the place. Now that's about toughness, you know, and I really owe a lot to Sir Nimrod and of course Sir Jojo Roa, our commandant. Even way back, I also learned during our YDT days. Our other speaker, Mr. Mike Torres, was our scouting leader that time, right, sir? Together with so being tough. If you want to succeed in life, not only do you need to be smart, you need to be tough. And our experiences shaped all that way back in high school. Now, R stands for relentless. Relentless, being able to strive for something and not allow anyone to stop you from reaching your goal. Now, going back to high school, I remember all our basketball battles every day together with your batch, especially batch 89.
Yeah.
You know, remember during our intramurals, basketball is one of the highlights of our sports event, right?
Absolutely,
and there cheering, and every day we would go to the basketball court together with my team, of course, our legendary dream team, Dennis Montero, our point guard,
of
course,
I remember,
our star player, Jerry Manius, then we have Juk Lim, and of course our playing coach, Mr. Rainier Lapitan. So that was our team. I played power forward, and I had to face your guys, your MVP. I remember Paulo Zabala.
Yeah, he was a shooter, right?
He's a shooter, and very smart, very good passer. So that caused us to every day we would fight and play and compete. You know, the ability to compete is very important, and that brings that relentless spirit inside a person. That even when I went to business, I always had that competitive nature, always wanting to prove something and always wanting to win. Now, O, to continue, is about open-mindedness. Open-mindedness. It's about being able to adapt to change, to be able to listen to other people. You know, when you're in UP, sometimes it's hard, you know, like we're all like alphas. When we go to another school in college, some people will misunderstand us for being opinionated. And I got in trouble with my first job. Because when I went to my first job, I always talk a lot, and people were thinking I was like obnoxious and arrogant.
Of course you are.
It was applied all the teachings in UP. You know, it cannot be truth unless it is tested or debated. So I learned all these things in high school. Being open, sense of teamwork, to listen and work with alphas, you know, in your team. Like anyone can just be a leader in any class or in any event, but you have to learn how to accept being also a follower. So open-mindedness is also very important. And next, of course, is N, stands for no excuses. No excuses means it's like you accept responsibility for your actions, that you don't accept other people saying that you cannot do it. You have to understand that if you believe you're a winner, then by God, whatever comes in your way, you have to overcome it. And I remember that is very personal to me because in high school, as I said, I grew up in the what you call the lower income bracket. You know, my memories of comfort food, for example, is not Jollibee or KFC. My memories of our comfort food is right there at the Brown Gate. You know, eating. My favorite food is eating at Mendez's food cart, where I can eat a lot of pugo-pugo.
Wow. Okay.
So that's
Joe,
about.
Joe,
Yes.
Before we wrap this up, because we already been given the cue to wrap it up. We are, like I said, in one of the biggest challenges of our generation, this pandemic, and some people watching this interview would like to get a little bit more inspiration from you, especially. But my question is, has it ever occurred to you to quit? And if quitting did cross your mind, what did you do with that thought? Before we wrap this up and get to the next interview, I'd like you to answer that, because I think that's a crucial message for all of us watching this interview.
Well, if you're an entrepreneur, quitting is never an option. It is never an option.
Okay.
Because we know that everything has an end. So pandemics also end. Economic downturns will have an end. But if you quit during that time when everything is going down, then you lose. So that's one thing that I really have to drill down and move forward. You know, like I said, our motto or acronym is BL Strong. So you have to be smart, you have to be tough, you have to be relentless, you have to be open-minded. You should have no excuses. And finally, another thing I'd like to share with you, what you asked about during this pandemic, is about faith. To have that God inspiration. You know, whatever your belief, you also need to have faith. I learned that in high school because I remember in my drama class, there was Sir Alan Nazareno who pushed us to go and spread our wings and go to theater. And I had the opportunity to join this very famous play called Joseph the Dreamer. Do you remember that, Jiggy?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and that drove down a lot of faith in my heart. That just like Joseph in the Bible, the story of Joseph, he's like, well, of course, it doesn't. The fact that it's my namesake, you know, it also inspires me. But being the story of Joseph, how he had dreams, he wanted so much in life, and yet people put him down. And then a lot of things happened. He went to jail. He was falsely accused. He went to prison. There are a lot of things that happened in his life, but God raised him up because he always had faith. He always believed God. And as the song goes, if God closes the door, he opens the window. So guys,
wow.
With this kind of pandemic, God closes the door. If business may not be good right now, he always opens other opportunities.
And see what opens, right? See what opens. If a door closes, you check what is open and what will be opening. Jojo, we're gonna have to end it at that, but we will have an opportunity if you're watching this interview right now on your homes, on your mobile devices, you'll have a chance to maybe perhaps ask Jojo Vergara of Balamban Liempo some questions. Right now, let me turn you over to Mr. Nimrod Quiñones. Thank you, Jojo. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, Jiggy.
Wow, man. Jojo Vergara, what a guy!
Well, Jigs, now that I'm back, and
what about
Jojo mentioned it?
Yeah.
Well, I think I did help toughen you guys up back in high school with the CAT training.
Of course, man.
Well, anyway.
You were the scariest figure in UP high school, period, okay? You thought that Mrs. De La Cerna, but De La Cerna was the terror? No, man, you were the terrorist.
Okay, so, well, I'll give it to you. Anyway, how many push-ups did you do in CAT?
I can't remember anymore, man, but I can still do 50 push-ups now. Wink, wink.
No, me, I can just think about it. Well, anyway, Jigs, let's move on to our next speaker.
Okay.
Because our next speaker is also somebody from UP High. He was in first year when I was in fourth year, and is somebody who also took a different path to where he is now. So I would like to introduce the next speaker. He's, well, of course, he's from UP High, went to University of San Carlos for BS in Architecture. He did a postgraduate diploma in urban planning at the University of the Philippines. And also went through the strategic business economic program of the University of Asia and the Pacific. This guy, well, he's quite low key, but he's quite popular because from the corporate world, he ventured to open his own firm, which has now designed many projects. So, but I'll let him talk about it in a while. So, ladies and gentlemen, everybody on TunobTV, let me bring you my underclassman in high school, but a very good friend, architect Michael Torres. Mike, good evening.
Good evening, Nimrod. Thank you very much for the kind introduction. You're my idol. Snappy guy, snappy.
Well, it's good to see you again, even on TV, on this medium. And I'm so happy that you accepted our invitation to join us here on TunobTV. So, Mike, can you tell us a little about ArchiGlobal, your company, on this medium? And I'm so happy that you accepted our invitation to join us here on TunobTV. So, Mike, can you tell us a little about ArchiGlobal, your company?
Okay, so Nim, first and foremost, I'd like to say Mayong gabi sa tanan or Mayong gabi wherever you are, anywhere in the world, for all the UPians that graduated or nakatunog sa UP High. No? Mayong adlaw sa tanan. And of course, who can say no to Nimrod, Jiggy, and Allah, no? Of course, we have to give back to UP High, no? And again, when you are asked to say something or your background or what you have done so far, no? Well, let me share with you a very short history of ArchiGlobal. So it wasn't an overnight success with ArchiGlobal. Mm-hmm. It took quite some time because ArchiGlobal is an architecture firm. We're about 60 plus in the office. We have so far at least 30 architects in the office. And again, as I'm saying, it wasn't an overnight success. We started 13 years ago, close to Jojo's Balamban Liempo of 12. And the background of how I established it was that, again, I came from Ayala Land Vismin projects and Cebu Holdings for more than 12 years. And the exposure there give me that, again, a corporate background. Mm-hmm. So as they say, no, when you're starting your career, probably straight or fresh from college, you ideally get work. Kanang tanan ni mong trabaho, multitasking, you get it so that you learn anything. And that's UP. No? In UP High, you learn that. No? You got Asian studies, you got lab, and then you got reporting pa for your research paper. Diba? Multitasking. So that's what we get. So after which I have exposure in design and construction. I went to a corporate world with Cebu Holdings and Ayala Land Vismin projects for 12 years. And that gave me a sense of, again, sense of order, corporate practice. So my vision really was to have a business-centered practice. Hence, we've established ArchiGlobal. Mm-hmm. So, yes, that's it. So I guess with the pre-pandemic, we're so busy with a lot of things from, again, we are based in Cebu, but we're serving clients in Luzon, Visayas, as well as other areas in Mindanao.
Well, Mike, you mentioned some stuff we did in high school, the reporting, the term papers.
Yes.
You mentioned Asian studies, which is actually something that's most memorable from high school. So what were the lessons that you learned in high school that you really applied to your business now?
One teacher that struck me most, it was just a statement. You know Madmer?
Mm-hmm.
Remember Madmer? Madame Mercado.
Mm-hmm. Madame Iluminada Mercado. Yeah.
Yes.
She was like the mommy of our batch because her son, Jose Ramon, was our classmate.
Architect.
Yes, he's also an architect. And also her husband, He
Yes.
was an architect. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what struck me most when she mentioned at that time, like to graduate in UP, you have to have 99% diligence and 1% intelligence. Well, what she was just stressing at the time was that you have to work hard, because even with your intelligence, tapulan kay ka, wag yapon kay mahimo. So it pays to work hard, read a lot, do more things. With that, you learn more, no? Although later on in life, you'll have to learn on efficiency and effectivity. And that's what we learned in a corporate world. But back in high school, multitasking. Another one is, again, the discipline we had with the Boy Scout and the CAT. Mr. Snappy and Commandant. My idol, Nimrod. So I was just fortunate to be the senior consultant at that time. At third year, we were leading the first year, second year, and third year. No, I was the senior consultant under Mr. Balansag. So leadership was really, again, at utmost importance at the stage where in high school, later on in college, and again, when you are on your own, you'll have to lead a pack of people, friends, staff, or a community. No? So that's a very essential part in how you practice your profession.
Well, Mike, you mentioned pre-pandemic you were quite busy, but now with the pandemic, the building industry has continued to flourish despite the, well, I know there have been delays because of lockdowns, because of problems with the workforce. So how have you been coping with the pandemic?
I like your question now, no, because it's very contextual. It's been happening. Everyone is experiencing the pandemic, and how we address it as of now, no, it's a bit of a slowdown. Some projects, especially the hospitality projects, hotels, were like hold for a while or delayed. But what we did was to continue. We have projects Gihapon with some other areas, Bohol and Manila. And with the slowdown, what we have addressed is like, the concept, of sharpening the saw.
Yeah, that's right.
8 or 7 habits.
Yeah.
You know what we did for the past 3 to 4 months was that we've established the ikigai of our company. You know the ikigai, no? The reason for being, the ikigai of our company, our purpose, no? It comes in personal, but we can apply it in our company. Our ikigai is to be the top design firm. And that's why we call ourselves ArchiGlobal. It's a vision that we wanted. And what we are doing now as sharpening the saw, we are investing on softwares, hardwares. It's called the BIM, Building Information Modeling. It's quite expensive, but it's something that we have invested and becomes our distinctive advantage when everything rebounds. No? Second, we've also put in CSR. No? On top of that, aside from investing on softwares, we've also looked into how our internal business process, we've called our innovations team, innovations and design group, where we are doing better processes on how we look at design processes. Yes. So
okay. Well, Mike, one of the things we're looking forward to after this pandemic are some changes in the design of our buildings, because right now we have realized that enclosed spaces are not really the safe thing for us. Being in an enclosed place is actually very dangerous, especially with the virus. So are there projects now leaning towards that? Because it's the next thing that the IATF will be doing. It will be encouraging some engineering changes in the structures, in the designs of the buildings and everything.
Again, we have, even before pandemic, espousing a concept of lesser building footprint and more or bigger green areas. I think you can you can see that in Oak Ridge. It's not to advertise, but we did the planning and design of Oak Ridge. You've seen streetscape. They are wider hallways and corridors. Then it allows more people to linger and set up dining areas outside. No? So we've been espousing this even before pandemic. And now most of our mixed-use designs, it's mostly more green spaces. No? So more green spaces, lesser enclosed spaces, and of course the cross ventilations that we wanted our buildings to have.
So, well, I think that's also one of the things that my classmate Jose Ramon Mercado is now doing. But this is just based in Europe. But then ArchiGlobal, I'm sure it will be growing with the opening of the ASEAN area soon to Asia and probably the world, just like us Tunobers. You know, we have this website, UP High Gold, wherein we have seen where our fellow alumni are now in. I think we're in almost all continents except for one. So maybe later on we can have Mr. Alan Nazareno of the Executive Committee who will be talking about us. Mike, it has been a pleasure, but you'll be back later. Now we'll talk some more later, because there is one thing that I am sure you're espousing, and that is giving back to our alma mater. And I think it's something that is in our hearts, that we always want to give back to UP, because we owe a lot to UP where we are now. Right, Mike?
Right. All right. Thank you, Nim.
Okay, Mike. I'll see you again in a while, but can we have Jiggy back before we introduce our Execom chairman?
Right, I was just thinking about what Mike and Jojo said, Rodban. Yeah, I think of course there's so many good things that happened in UP High School, right? But I think you traumatized a lot of us, right?
I think that's the best thing that happened to you.
Yeah, or na-trauma mo siguro, right? I think you ruined. I think, Rod, I'm not as successful as Mike, Torres, and Jojo Vergara. I think you ruined me, man. I sincerely think that you ruined my high school.
Good thing you were not a CAT officer.
I remember I was scared of you, man. I don't know I don't understand why we're the best of friends now. I was so scared of Nimrod Quiñones back in high school. My God.
I think that's the aura I kind of
I know. Were you already in the PMA at that time?
No. Yeah. I think I came back to UP after that.
Okay.
After a short stint in Baguio.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jakes, before we continue with how you were tormented back in high school, let's talk about the website.
Is the word.
Let's talk about the website, which is uphighgold.com. And
wow.
We have a lot of activities. The Golden Jubilee is happening next year yet. That's June next year. But then there are a lot of activities leading to the main event in June. And of course, TunobTV is one of them. And to explain to us more about what to expect from the Centennial celebration, we have no less than your former teacher, my upperclassman at UP, and the one and only. Is actually this morning he was invited by the Cebu Chamber of Commerce and Industry as one of the speakers for the creative industry. So he's into theater. So ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome the one and only Alan Nazareno.
Thank you. Duta na nga introduction, Nimrod. And Jiggy, talk about being traumatized. I was an upperclassman to Nimrod, and he scared the hell out of me. See? And I didn't, we were older, so he was not yet in CAT, but he really exuded that scary aura. I would just avoid when he was still a freshman and we were juniors and we would walk around in the hallways. Avoid na lang ko anak niya kay mahadlok ko ani And he was still a freshman.
Can you imagine? Wow, a scary freshman.
Scary. We were scared of Nimrod. Yeah. Anyway, Nimrod. Yeah. Let me just say, I'm not the Execom chairman. It is Madam Kathy Rodel. I'm just the events co-chair with Ligaya Rabago. But I am in charge of alumni affairs and to make sure that the alumni will be excited with the Golden Jubilee. So that's my role. So talking about the website, Darme has actually added a few more updates, I'd like to share with you. Okay, is this on now? Okay, let's quickly take a look at the website. First thing that is really, really exciting is our roster of alumni. We now have 900 alumni registered, and we're still looking for those alumni that haven't registered yet. Wink, wink. Kinsa na adiri sa TunobTV that has not registered, I need you to register now. Yeah, it's really exciting because 900, and I'd like to send a shout out to the class of 1984. That is the class that is most represented with 102 alumni registrants. Kami ang second at exactly one half of them. So gamera kami 51 rami, but 84 has 102. So thank you, 84. So this is a challenge to all the classes. Tell your classmates to register now on the website. Okay. Another exciting thing about the website is, yes, this one. As what Nimrod mentioned, we are now in 6 continents. There's now representation. Take a look at the map. So we're now in Asia, in Africa, in Europe, in Australia, in North America, and in South America. We have a Tunober in Chile. Claire, thank you, from class of 1999 to sign up. And of course, there's Van Claiborne in Africa. So all continents now except Antarctica. So this is really, really exciting and maka-proud. Yeah, it really makes me proud that I belong to this community of Tunobers that's all over the world. Now, another new thing that has been added into the website, and this was from the request of the alumni, is to come up with the Magtutudlo page or the teachers update. So you now can click, okay? Yeah, there are now some teachers over here. We're going to add more teachers. So if you want to know what had happened to our teachers after you left, okay, just click onto them. So let's say, for example, Ligaya Rabago. Let's take a look. See? So she still teaches. So there, the subjects that she handled, what year she joined, and yeah, well, the year of exit is also there. So yeah, feel free to get to know your teachers. And we wanted to do this because a lot of alumni wanted to know updates about their teachers. The third new thing is found actually on the first page. And if you scroll down on the first page, after the video, you will see this monthly advocacies. Now, what Darme has done is activate the month name. So if you click that, here now is a summary of the events that have happened in the previous month. So in September, we had the webinar on climate change. Thank you so much to our speakers, Lyle Pelicano Castro, Glinda Bathan Baterina, and John Mengito for an amazing webinar. And you can watch it on YouTube. All you need to do is click this and it will lead you to the YouTube page. We would also like to announce, here are the winners of the Pithik Sakinayan Selfie Challenge for September. We have a Tunobers edition, and our winners are Eufrasio Maratas Jr. from the class of 1986 as the first prize. We have Emily Barte from class of 2012 as second prize, and Fanny May Likayan Ortilia of class of 1992 in third place. So those are the winners for the Tunobers, and we also have the ISCO edition. So we had asked the students of UP High to submit selfie entries, and there was a lot. Well, there were about 14 entries, and our winners are Mika Jimenez, grade 7, Maris Castaños, grade 10, and Zachary Villarin of grade 10 also. So congratulations to the selfie winners for our selfie challenge. Okay, So that's those are the latest things from the website that I wanted to share. Of course, we're really glad that there's more entries in the Handurawan page, and we have more pictures are here. We also have new entries in the Pasidungog or our memorial page. So we're still calling alumni to send out their memorials for our Tunobers who have passed on. We have new stories in the Sugilanons page. So please feel free to check them out. Okay, so enough of the website. I'm also here to share with you the activities that we will have for what's this? Oh, wait. Here. Let's now take a look at the events scheduled for October. As what was mentioned by Nimrod, the advocacy for October is entrepreneurship or Tunob Negosyo. So our big project, of course, is the webinar. Okay, and that is going to be held on October 20. So please mark that down. Our webinar will be Managing Business in the Post-Pandemic Era, and our speakers are Aristides Jong Merida of Class of 83. Yes, dear friend, Jong will be speaking on a topic on this webinar. Our additional speakers include Christine Toledo from Class of 2011 and Angeli Ladot Amores of Class of 98. We also have a panel of reactors here. And of course, Doc Aurelio Vilbar is our webinar series host. So the webinar is going to be an exciting event. So another thing is that scheduled in October will be the launch of the Tunob merchandise. So we will be launching that on the week of October 20. That's also the same date as the webinar. So please watch out, Tunobers. We will release already because a lot of you are asking, do we have merchandise available for the Golden Jubilee? Yes, the answer is yes. And we will have a pre-order site on our website. Yes, there will be an additional page there for you to look at the merchandise that's available. We're just finalizing those details, but come October 20, you will get to see the available merchandise. And you can also pre-order the coffee table book, by the way, on that website starting October 20. The next project that I want to share is I am now calling all the Tunobers, especially our entrepreneurs. We are going to do the Spotlight on Entrepreneurs. It's a TikTok type of series. So if our Tunobers have a TikTok, they can share this on TikTok, but they can also share the video to us so that we can put it on our social media. So I'm calling all Tunober entrepreneurs. Share your entrepreneurial story in a form of a 1-minute TikTok style of video, and we will share it on the website and our social media. So these are the things this is the format of the video that we're looking at, and you have to do this in 1 minute only. Come up with a short intro stating your name and what UP High class you are from, and then briefly talk about your life after high school. Number 2, share your success story in just 15 seconds. And then number 3, you can talk about what business you're in and tell us what you do. You can even promote your business on your TikTok video. And then number 4, because we are UP, so we need to be inspiring. So come up with a 1-line message to inspire the audience. And of course, we want you to end your video by saying, and I'm a proud Tunober. Okay, so if you know of successful entrepreneurs, I'm calling you Mike and I'm calling you Jojo, make a TikTok video so that we can include that in the Spotlight for Entrepreneurs. And to show you a sample, I believe we prepared one from one of our speakers at the webinar. Christine Toledo has prepared a sample TikTok style video for you as a sample so that you have something to base your videos on. Are we ready with the video? Can we share it now?
Hi, this is Christine P. Toledo of UP Cebu High School Batch 2011. Doing business at the age of 21 is not an easy thing to do. I encountered lots of failures, sleepless nights, rejections,
here's something that is worth remembering. Focus on the things that we can control, do our best, and let God do the rest. Again, this is Christine Toledo, and I'm a proud Tunober.
There you go. Oh, so Nimrod and Jiggy, what do you think? Can we call all the Tunobers? I want as many videos as we can. We need to show successful entrepreneurs and their stories in just 1 minute.
We are also proud Tunobers, Alan.
1 minute.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Entrepreneur, huh?
Yeah, of course. I know a lot of people from UP, they got encouraged. Jojo mentioned the brown gate earlier. It was actually the black gate when I was in first year high school, right, Alan?
Black gate.
Black gate, and it became the brown gate. And then all of those places around UP where we would take our lunch. Of course,
I remember
the
lunch lang,
canteen.
daily lunch lang.
I still remember the dinuguan, man. The dinuguan.
Yeah, and of course the cinnamon bread of Nang Bita Insik. We call her Nang Bita Insik. You remember her? She would bring us to the campus where we would have our snacks. So those were the things that remind us of high school, the small businesses around UP High, the banana queue that we could buy from the wife of Mendez outside outside of the campus by the road, and those things. Our classmates were selling stuff to us, and there was always an entrepreneur in every batch, somebody who would load his school bag with stuff to sell to the classmates. So, well, UP was actually an experience not only in having to cope with subjects that were quite difficult, subjects that left us with sleepless nights, the term papers, those math exams of Mr. Teofilo Lutao, and the subjects of the class of Miss Mads de la Cerna that had everyone, everybody was quiet during her class, or Miss Bunagan's constant reminder of one more button, please. If you remember that. Yeah,
Yes,
and
I remember
the diagramming. There's a lot of things that we learned from UP. Of course, as Jojo and Mike said, they also learned a lot of lessons from high school that they applied in their business. Right, Jiggy?
Which is amazing, right? Nimrod, I think it bears repeating that the website is, can you repeat the website again, Sir Alan Nazareno, sir?
Sir Alan, okay, Sir Alan. UP High Gold.
Okay, and to register, you just look for that register button, right?
Yeah, it's on the second page. It's called Ama Nakatunob. There is a green button.
Because I have to confess, I did not register yet, so I need to register now.
Yes,
okay, sorry,
yes,
after this.
Yes.
Yeah. My class, we already have 49 registered. So I think we're running third in the...
yes, you're running third. Correct.
So wait a minute, is there a competition? Is there a competition for the most registrants? There should be, right?
84 has 102.
It's just like the intramurals during our time, Jigs.
No.
84 ruled cheering competition from first year to fourth year. That's a trivia from UP High. Yes, the only batch to have done that in high school.
We never
4
won.
years. For our class, we had somebody who won the volleyball MVP for 4 years, Mr. Carl Bugarin, also our best in math. So, he's now based in the US.
You know what? My high school was a blur. I don't remember anything like that. We were the bad batch. We were the badass batch. That's all I can remember.
Well, talking of batches, Jigs, we have something from the other batches. This is something that also we ask the different batches to produce.
Okay.
We call it the Libot Suroy video. And we have 3 classes whose Libot Suroy videos will be shown right now to give us, the other batches, an idea as to how we could put one up over them. As usual, the competition that UP has encouraged us since high school. Let's see their Libot Suroy videos and then learn from it or get encouraged to do the same for our classes. Okay?
I am James Alex Villacorta from Batch 2021, and I am currently a first-year BA Psychology student from the University of the Philippines, Cebu.
Hi, I am Camille Kate Librando of Batch 2021. UP High has taught me how to survive amidst uncertainties, and my high school experiences have helped me prepare myself for the journey of being a medical technology student.
Hi, I'm Erica Florence Inez, a first-year Bachelor of Mass Communication, major in Broadcasting student at Silliman University.
Hi, I am Sheena Cristel Creer from Batch 2021, and I am currently a first-year Legal Management student at the University of Santo Tomas.
Hi, my name is Amanda from class of 2021, and I'm currently studying accounting and political science at Illinois Wesleyan University in Bloomington, Illinois, USA.
UP High Gold, Libot Suroy, bisag asa maabot, kita gihapon ang mag-abot. UP High Gold, Libot Suroy, bisag asa maabot, kita gihapon ang mag-abot.
Dinhi nagsugod ang tanan, magarbuhon kami nga nakatunog.
Hi, I'm Jay Juanes, a lawyer.
Maayong adlaw, ako si Chari Sagarino Rosende, isa ka General Manager.
This is the Buddha Customer Operations.
And we are here in the Philippines!
Konnichiwa, I'm Gia, Software Engineer in Tokyo, Japan.
Konnichiwa, my name is Dave and I am an engineering manager at Libot Suroy.
Senior analyst, local news from Pithik company here in Manila, Singapore.
Hi, I'm Kristen Jane Maliana, school nurse, Dubai United Arab Emirates.
Bonjour, I'm Neil, and I'm the head of QA for a fintech company here in Paris, France.
Hello, tayo punta sa pulong gabi. Ako si Ina Bulala, usa ka magtuturo ng sa Estados Unidos.
Chalu! This is Therese Margaret B. Vergara, full-time student, greeting from Canada! Hola! This is Claire. I'm a teacher here in Chile.
My name is Richie Characteristic Marias, and I work as a news manager here in
Very inspiring indeed to be able to see everyone in that short video. Unbelievable, right? From everywhere, right? Nimrod, there should be like a marker, right? Maybe like a ring or something that we should be wearing, like a pin maybe, so that we will recognize that person is from UP High, because I think there's so many that we come across every day and we don't even know that they're from UP High, right?
That's right. When I looked at the website, I realized that there have been a lot of people I have met the past several years who are actually fellow alumni
Exactly.
of UP High School.
Morgan.
Yeah. You know, one thing I would always tell people here in Cebu is anywhere you go, you meet somebody from UP, either high school or college. So, well, Cebu is a small place, but then UP High Tunobers are all over the world. So the world is a small place for us.
Of course, especially now with the age of the internet, right? And I think we are going to bring back our guests. Is that what's happening now,
Yes,
Nimrod?
that's right. Because Mike mentioned earlier about giving back to UP. And this is something that we're going to do. This is something that we'd like to do for the Golden Jubilee celebration. So Mike, can you join us again for that thing?
As well as are we going to bring over also Mr. Jojo Vergara as well?
Yes, afterwards, because it's a technical thing, you know. So can we have Mike with us now? Is Mike already with us?
Yes, he's here right now. I'm looking at him right now, all dashing. By the way, what is that background, Mike? Is that your office or is that the UP High School MPH? What's that?
Better than the MPH though.
What is that? Is that your office?
It's one of our projects
in
Anda Bohol. It's a resort that we're
very interesting.
Right. So, Mike, you mentioned earlier about giving back to UP High School. So, what is it that you have in mind?
We were actually talking about it, Nimrod. We were actually myself, Mike. We were talking about how we should give back because Mike Torres has a very, very big heart, and we were just talking about shooting ideas about how can we repay what UP High has given us, because it has formed us to become successful architects and successful entrepreneurs like Jojo Vergara, and all that stuff. So maybe we should give back to UP High, and Mike Torres had several ideas. And I had several ideas as well, especially for both of us, Nimrod, since we're in the field of media. I think, and we are living in an increasingly media-centric world. Whatever it is that you do, whatever career you have, I think importante yun that you know how social media works. Basig abogado pa ka, maskig lawyer ka, maskig doctor ka, maskig architect ka. I think it's crucial that you have a good social media presence. One of the ideas that I threw to Mike Torres, since he's an architect, is like a room for media. Maybe we can develop or create a media room for UP High School. That way they will be trained early how to use social media properly in a media room of sorts. So what are your thoughts on that, Nimrod?
Yeah, I agree, Jiggy. It's about time that we prepare for something like that. The Centennial celebration is actually also helping raise funds to furnish the soon to be built high school building. So maybe we could ask Mike to give us his thoughts about it.
What do you think of that, Mike? Architect Mike?
I'll just refer back to what we did. I'm a member of Rotary Club of Cebu, the mother club here, and currently an assistant governor of the district. And one of the major projects we did in Daan Bantayan, katong naigo ba sa dako nga bagyo, no? Ayan. We were able to raise funds of about 12 million plus from Rotary International to fit out a high school, fitted for a tech book. What we did there could be mirrored on what we can do in UP. What I'm saying is we can fit out a room probably suited for a modern media room. I'm saying to you guys here who are into media, if we can have a special room with the software, with the hardware, with the internet, etc., no? Because we don't have that during our time, no? Ato pa ta sa gazebo, no? Sa una. And sometimes in our HK room, with the lack of tables and chairs, so that's what we had during our time. So, karon when we give back, probably we can give a better classroom, a well-fitted and with the right equipment, etc. And it's something that we can actually raise the fund to finance for that. And
I'm curious. Maybe we can have Alan Nazareno later on, Nimrod. But I think I'm curious how we can actually sort of start the ball rolling. Can we do that in the TunobTV website, the UP Golden Jubilee website? Can we do that there? Is there a mechanism in which we can announce such fundraising projects?
Yeah, I think we can do that. Then, of course, Mike has brought it up, so we could start the ball rolling. If this were football, let's do the kickoff.
Mo lagi. I think that's a brilliant idea, Mike. And the only thing that we can contribute, at least I can contribute, is really my time and effort, to the website, to this cause, to the UP Tunobers, TunobTV. But I think we can do more than just that, right? Just more than offer time. We can also offer our resources, our knowledge, right?
To build up the idea, probably can pitch in a concept of a room, of how it looks, so that we have the vision of what we are going to do. So that those graduates that we have, the alumni, can have the visual of how it would look, so that they know where to pitch in, either in terms of monetary or in terms of equipment or software.
Or expertise, for that matter, right?
Or expertise. We can have a certain schedules for webinars. That's a very interesting thing that we can do.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's like continuing what we're doing now. So
exactly.
So thank you very much for that, Mike. And I'm sure we will be able to, to develop this concept. Let's plant the seed. And then when this grows, let's nurture it to grow into something that we really envision it to be.
As a startup, I'll pledge to help.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay.
So we already have
I can do for UP.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Architect Mike Torres. Unbelievable.
Yeah. So thank you, Mike and Jojo Vergara. Thank you for joining us tonight on TunobTV as we talk about Tunob Negosyo. So I'm sure you have given back a lot during this pandemic. You were among the people at the forefront, helping our frontliners with your boxes that somehow saved our anesthesiologists who were doing the intubation. I saw those things that you were doing. So thank you very much, Jojo. We're proud of you as a fellow Tunober. Yeah.
Willing to help.
Yeah. So Jigs, I think we're running out of time, and it's dinner time for some people, breakfast for people on the other side of the hemisphere, and
to be honest with you, I'm thinking of Balamban Liempo right now, man. Joe, can you send some Balamban Liempo here, man?
Food Panda. Send it through Food Panda or Lala Move. Okay, Rajo,
Well, anyway, it has been a wonderful night spending time with you guys. People we met in high school, people we met at UP, people who we met when we were so much younger, when I was terrorizing you guys, as you said. But now,
traumatized
friends made from high school, and we continue to be close friends when we see each other often. We recognize each other even if we wear our masks and face shields because of the pandemic. So, so Jigs, let's wrap this up because Joey, Alberto, and the rest of the back-end people, they're still at UP. We have curfew in Cebu, so we have to make sure that everybody's home safe and sound.
First of all, thank you so much, guys. So everybody behind the TunobTV, you guys are unfreaking believable. What you are doing is not just good for UP high school community, but everyone who can benefit from watching these interviews. It is unbelievable. So thank you so much, guys. You guys are unbelievable. Alan Nazareno, Joey Alberto. It's too many people to mention. Of course, thank you so much, architect Mike Torres, easily one of the top-notch architects in the Philippines. Balamban Liempo's Jojo Vergara, easily the #1 Balamban Liempo brand, not just in Cebu, but perhaps all over the country. You guys are amazing. Thank you, daghang salamat. And for those who are watching right now, wow, thank you for watching. I think we have a lot of viewers today, right, Nimrod?
Yeah, I think we have too many. I can't see how many views we have. Well, anyway, of course, the guy who planted the seed, batchmate of Jojo, is buddy in CAT, Jude Bacalso, who planted the seed of TunobTV.
Wow,
so we would like to also acknowledge Jude for bringing this up and giving us the idea that we could do this. So can we bring in together all the guys behind this episode of TunobTV? Alan, our back-end people. Let's vote in before we say goodbye.
Vote in!
Yeah. Of course. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has been this episode of TunobTV. And remember one thing, and that is, bisan asa tama abot, dili ra gyapon kita mag-abot sa TunobTV. Well, I thought we were gonna do
guys,
this.
Love you. Pino-Korean may mobile so ba?
Bisan asa maabot, kita ra gihapon mag-abot diri sa TunobTV.